Okay, so I've had the 2024 Tesla Model 3 for 5 months now, and I've just got a bunch of positive things to say about this car. And I have the all-wheel drive long range, 341 miles. It's been fantastic. Now, here's the thing. It depends on where you live, but where I live, sometimes we have harsh winters, so all-wheel drive is the trim that I went with. And actually, when I ordered this January 9th, they didn't have the rear wheel long range, so I couldn't pick that one up. This was the only one, as well as just the rear wheel. But you know what? I'm super happy with this, and I'd go with this model again and again. Performance, that would be my second choice, but I'm super happy with this. I love this design. I love the updated headlights, the taillights, phenomenal. I even got this like Tesla red vinyl, red skin or sticker, whatever you want to call it, and it just looks great. Absolutely love it. Just look at how this looks. And don't mind that dumpster right over there. Just the side profile right here is phenomenal. I even have like carbon fiber right on the door handles right there. I have carbon fiber inside, but exterior is great. Hasn't aged. It still feels super modern, super clean. When you walk in the car, this is what you get. This is the interior you're getting. Some may not like this minimalist interior. I absolutely love it. I love it. I also love that you can get a bunch of different accessories with having a Tesla. Look, I wrapped my wheel with carbon fiber, my center console with carbon fiber, my dashboard right up here with carbon fiber. There are some extra things I want to do for this car, but for right now, I think it's great. The driving experience, phenomenal, full self-driving. It has its flaws, but it's gotten super, super good. It took me from the movies back home after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine without any flaws. But I did try it later after that, and it did have a couple flaws. But that drive was the smoothest drive I've ever had with this. Software updates over the air. It's great that you get new features all the time having a Tesla. I love regenerative braking. I'm using full self-driving more often. It's just a super convenient, super comfortable car. I've gotten used to these. The fact that it doesn't have any gear shocks or anything like that, I've gotten used to it. Even now when I switch to just a normal vehicle that has one, I'm used to it. So like I go back to like the Honda Accord, and just the instinct. I hit up to turn right, and then I hit the stalk to turn left, and that's really it. But this one, I just press this button or press this button to turn left, right, and whatnot. It also can predict, so once I put on my seatbelt, it can predict if I need to drive or go in reverse. That's also super helpful. It picks up quick. It's quiet. It drives smooth. I can pretty much start up the car through the app. So when I walk in the car in a hot, sunny day, it's super cold in the car. It has ventilated seats, which I absolutely love. The passengers who sit in my car love it, that it's spacious both in the front and in the back. There's a lot of cargo. There's a frunk. The trunk is great. I just love how much extra, just how roomy this is. And there's extra storage down there as well. But I just love the Tesla Model Y 5 months later. It has aged like very well. I mean, it hasn't even aged at all. I feel like I look for reasons to drive this car. I'll put it that way. That's how great this car is. Now, some may not like this car. That is perfectly fine. But for everyone who has sat here and has watched me drive it or has driven this car, they love the experience of driving a Tesla, especially the fact that it does pick up quick. This picks up 0 to 60 in 4.2. That may not be the fastest, but for many, it's really, really fast. If you want to get performance, that's 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. And the pricing is not too bad. Now, there's a bunch of different trims with this. Let me just get out real quick. There's a bunch of different trims. So you can go for mine, which is the all-wheel drive long range. This with tax incentive, I believe, comes out to like 40 or 42, somewhere around there. You can get the performance, which is around like 47, including, these are prices including the tax incentive. You can get the rear wheel long range, which comes to like 34,990, and then the standard, which is the only standard rear wheel, 272 miles, which is the only one that doesn't have that federal tax incentive, the 7,500, and see how it automatically locks. I really do like that. That I think costs 38,000. So you get a bunch of different trims, and you get to choose which one you want. You can get a white interior with the performance. You get some really nice interior upgrades with the seats that feel more performance-y or like sporty, I guess. But this is just a great car. Speakers inside are great. The cameras are on point. Sentry mode has come in super clutch. It's just been a phenomenal car. Charging has been great. I have complimentary charging, so I don't need to worry about paying for charging, anything like that. When I go on road trips, it's just convenient. I plug it in 15, 20, 10 minutes, whatever it is. I wait for however long I need to, take it out, and I'm all set to go. The supercharger network tells you if there's any superchargers that are unavailable, aren't working, or if they're just taken up. So it's been a great experience, and Tesla has made it a great experience. The only downside, I guess you can say, was just the delivery day. Like, it kept being pushed back and back, and then I had to drive an hour and a half out to pick it up, and then an hour and a half back, and that's on my Tesla Volt channel on YouTube. No, that's on my MTG Productions YouTube channel. Then I started my Tesla Volt channel after I picked up this car. That was the only kind of downside, that I had to kind of drive out. I misinterpreted at first. I thought it was going to be delivered to me, but I guess that doesn't happen. So I kind of had to drive out. And yes, it's getting pretty loud. There's a bunch of cars in the street behind me, but I love this car. I can easily recommend it 100%. If you want to wait for the Tesla Model Y refresh, because it's probably going to get a lot of things, upgrades that we got here with the new Model 3 and being brought over to the Model Y, go right ahead. But this right here, this is a great car. If you want to see Tesla Model Y refresh, just let me know in the comments down below. I may pick one up. I don't know. I want to pick one up at least, but we'll see. Support the page. Maybe we might see one here on TikTok or on YouTube. Definitely be sure to stay tuned. Tesla Model 3. Good job, Tesla. Good job.